In this week's Stolen Time, being child-centric. So, first of all, if you watched my other video, you see that I was raving about this carrier where you just kind of wrap it around your waist and the baby can just sit on it, which has been amazing. But I thought that the cameo color was just not me, and I was like, "Whoa, why did you buy cameo? Like, it's really not on brand." And so I was like, leopard, and it has like gold, and it's like, I much prefer this version. So, just so you know. So am I too child-centric? So this is a whole topic, which is really interesting, I think. It's basically how much attention do you pay your baby or child? So are they the center of your attention, or are they adjusting to your life, or is it a combination? Like, what does this look like, and who is it going to create, or who will they become because of this influence? And it's been a topic that's been incredibly challenging for me to know how to approach it, because I'm very scared, I guess, of both directions. So I'm scared that if I give the baby too much attention, that I'm like creating my own monster or something. It's like needy, bratty, demanding, self-centered human being. And then on the flip side of it, if I'm not child-centric, which I think can easily be misinterpreted as I do towards like ignoring, then are you just not giving them all you can give them? And like, are you not like creating this nice couch and cushion where they can safely explore the world? And I don't know what the answer is, because just for example, when we talk to my mom, or when the baby's with my mom, he's bananas about her. I'm going to do a whole episode about how fucking amazing my mother is, because it's just so inspiring, and yet also so depressing, because I really feel like I'm not as good of a mom. Like, I don't know if many people feel this way, or if it's like a common feeling, but it's like I find myself wishing that my baby was the child of my mom instead of mine, because she's so fucking incredible, this woman. So in terms of just attention, like, she gives him, she's super intuitive. None of this is like thought out or anything, and she's certainly not doing any stolen times, let me tell you. So she will give him this attention that's very tender and very on his level, very playful, loving, soft, funny, loving. I mean, it's like almost perfect from my point of view. Like, she's so inspiring. And I see how he kind of, it's like when you feel seen, or I don't know if you know, but like as an actress, like this whole thing of like, when do you feel seen? Like, when you feel seen is really when all your boundaries break down and you are safe and comfortable and can just breathe, actually, because you feel so seen. And I think I see the baby feeling that way with my mom. And I can see him just like settle, and I mean, this is obviously 100% projection, but what I'm seeing is like, yeah, you get me, you're not going anywhere. Oh, okay, like, you're still paying attention to me? Obviously, here, insert a whole bunch of judgment on myself. But I would say that her approach is very child-centric, because whenever he's around, she's so completely devoted to him, so much so that two things have happened. One, I can see this episode is not really about whether child-centric or not. It's more about my mom, how she is with the baby, the toddler. So two things happen. One is like they kind of become lovers. So meaning when I am there and he sees my mom, he's like, ah, and he like literally like pushes off me to be on her, which I adore completely. And then on her end, when she's hanging out with him and I'm trying to get her attention, she ignores me. Like, not ignores me, like, really? But she's like, like, you can see that, like, her priority is that baby, which is great, right? Like, wonderful. This is a wonderful problem to have. But you can see that I have feelings about it because I am, like, there is that child part of me. It's like, hello, you're ignoring me. And then there's the other part that really feels like, if he prefers her so much, how am I fucking up? And okay, fine, I don't think I'm fucking up. And honestly, there is also room in all of this, which I think is super important, which is like, you are who you are. And I don't mean it defensively, because clearly I feel guilty and terrible, but which actually would mean that I do mean it defensively. Anyways, but I know that as a person, I'm not my mom. Like, my mom just like oozes warmth and soft. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, I'm going to bring her on the show because she's so incredible. And she just has this energy that you kind of feel at home very easily with her. And I don't. Like, I have other great energies, and I'm also very cozy and whatnot, but I'm also very, like, I don't know if it's like not attached, because I'm definitely attached, but there's a kind of possible coolness, which, you know, she doesn't have. She's like warm. So, so there has to be room in this for like, well, the baby or this human being has to, like, you are who you are, and it's great for you to be the best version of yourself for this budding life, but not necessarily to not be yourself. And, you know, I basically, and I mean, it does tie into this concept of like, is giving him all this attention really who I am? Or is ignoring him really who I am? Is that a way that I'm, like, am I a little bit ignoring him because I resent how much time has been taken up? Or am I ignoring him because I really, like, there's a part of me that really is like, I want you to learn that, like, I'm here and there's no reason for boredom. That's like some idea that I have. And I don't know where that comes from. But for me, and the idea of like being too child-centric is also like not really, the kids not, in my mind, it's like the kids don't learn not only what boredom is, but how easily it is to not be bored is what I feel. You know, I don't know if I'm ever bored because I have so much shit to do or think about, or like whatever. So, but like, I have seen kids who are bored or who have like millions of toys and they're bored. And I'm just like, I'm terrified of that. And so my thought around being too child-centric is a little bit that there's this like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Like, you don't garner your own, or you don't nourish, you don't grow your own concept of how to get yourself out of things. So those are my intentions with maybe being a little bit more on the ignoring side and the idea of not child-centric. And yet I feel sometimes a pain of like, why am I doing this? Am I doing it because of resentment, or because I really think this is like a cool way to try and educate a child? And I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be talking much more about this because I'm super interested, and it's like not easy. You know, who do these people develop based on what they're exposed to, and then of course a lot just who they are. So yeah, thank you for listening. And this week I'm going to rave about milk makeup. So my dear friend Lydia and Jared, they gifted me for my birthday, which was last week, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I had a pretty great pandemic birthday, and I had this really funny tweet that if I find it, I'll put it in the comments. And it was something like, it seems really, I hate that this pandemic is lasting so long, but it only seems fair that everyone should have a quarantine birthday. And I had that message in my mind during the day. I was like, it's my turn, December 3rd. So I actually had a really nice birthday, which was cool. And in addition, these dear friends gifted me this brand. It's called Milk Makeup, and it's like super good. But what I love is that they gifted me 3 lip moisturizers, lip balms. And what's amazing is that they're tinted a little bit. And look how beautiful. It feels delicious. The tint is light and gorgeous, and it's not shimmery, which is an issue I have had with the Burt's Bees lip balms, which if you know about them, they're shimmery, and I don't like that. So that's my rave. And this whole line, these same friends gave me like a stick-on blush, which I've been using for like 500 years, and it never like runs out. So it's an incredible brand. I highly recommend it. Milk Makeup, and this is the lip balm. So thank you so much for letting me steal your time. Please do subscribe to my channel. It warms my heart. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll get notified when I release new episodes as well. So thank you so much, and bye.